Thank you very much, Monica. Well, it's true. My friends do think I'm crazy. My name is Kate Strong, and I've been invited here today to share my crazy dream and goal, and to see what you think. Until the beginning of this year, I hadn't actually competed in sport for over a decade. And then 6 months ago, I entered a triathlon. A triathlon is a 3-in-1 discipline. It involves swimming, cycling, and running consecutively. And so I entered this competition and actually quite enjoyed it, and thought, hey, I'm going to do another one. So I looked online and realised that in triathlon, like in everything else in life, you've got quite a lot of choices. You've got different levels, distances, and endurance. And for anyone who knows me, or who has heard my other TED talk, I do like to aim a little bit extreme. So I thought I'd go for the triathlon, which is the most ultra distance, the most physically enduring, the most extreme and elite, the Ironman. So what makes me a little crazy maybe is I don't just want to complete a triathlon, the Ironman, I want to win it. And maybe what's a little bit more crazy is the Ironman I actually do want to win, the World Championship Ironman. I know. So I started to look into triathlon. Why not? I own a bike. I bought it when I was 18 years old. I live only 2 blocks away from a swimming pool. It might be closed 7 months of the year, but there's one just down the road. There's no public transport to that swimming pool, and for my quirks, I don't own a car. But that just means I've got to cycle or run there, and that's what triathlons do, hey? Why not? Now, for the ultra distances, they're all entered in open water. And we might live in the mountains, but we are only 2.5 hours away from the beach. We're unique in the sense that Australia is an island. We're never too far away for us to the ocean. But then again, I don't own a car, so how am I going to get there? I'll just have to stick to the swimming pool and just do a few more laps than average. And for running, well, I've got that in the bag. I've got the legs for it. I go running everywhere. I'm running to catch trains. I'm running to go to the swimming pool. So I'm not worried about the running. And the bicycle, I own a bike and I can swim. So why not? What's stopping me? Well, the Ironman is extreme. The distances are 3.8 kilometres swim, followed by 180 kilometres bike ride, and it finishes with quite an easy 42.2k run. Yes, that's a marathon. I've never actually done those distances. I have run a marathon once before, but all the others are quite new to me. So I just need to put some more time into my training, work hard, and win. Now, my friends think I'm still crazy, and I want to prove them wrong. So, like a normal sane person, I did a bit of research. I compared myself to a world champion, elite, professional Ironwoman. I've decided to compare myself to a world triathlon winner. Now, we've both got 168 hours in the day. And that's a potential for 168 hours of training, but obviously out of that comes certain things such as sleeping. We all have to sleep on average 7 hours a night. It's looking quite even at the moment. Now, on top of that, everybody has to eat. On average, people have to usually buy the food, prepare it, cook the food, and then eat your meal, which is roughly about 4 hours a day. I'm lucky in the sense I don't own a kitchen. I'm renovating where I live. But I do own and live in a guest house. And in my guest house, I have a restaurant that is open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. So all I need to do is pop up and speak to the chefs, and they'll cook me my food. So the only time lost for me is the time it takes to eat my food. So that saves me an extra hour a day, 7 more hours towards my training, so I can win the next competition. Another big time is family and friends. Every elite sports person, I'm sure, wants to spend a day with their family, their loved ones, their children, and people of special qualities in their life. So they might also want to catch up one evening. I'm from the UK. All my friends and family, my close friends and family, live not only in a different country, but continents and even hemisphere. My quality family time is 1 to 2 hours a week, maybe on the phone. I do spend 1 or 2 nights going out for dinner with friends, but that's it. More time for training for me. This is looking good. As an elite sponsored athlete, they have to promote the products and services that are helping them on their journey. They have to drive to destinations and locations for photographs, to be interviewed by journalists and sports people, and to promote the products they're using. They also, I'm sure, have to drive to meet all the specialists, the nutritionalists, the personal trainers, and visit the gymnasium. All that travel time is lost. Training time. Did I mention I live and work at home? My longest commute is a meander through my back garden, past my woodshed, up the driveway, and hey presto, I'm at my front door for the office. So I spend a maximum of 3 hours a week pottering towards my front door for work. At this point, I'd like to mention to my friends, I do expect a written apology for anyone who doubted me and called me crazy for this journey, because I'm thinking, I'm looking quite strong at this point. I've got 20 more hours a week to train and to hopefully achieve this goal. And all that's left is work. The bore of being an elite triathlete and getting given gifts and sponsors is when you're given the brand new triathlon bike. You're actually expected to be photographed using it at certain destinations. When you're given brand new shoes, you'd have to talk about it to journalists and also promote and plug regularly all the services that your sponsors give you. So they work on average 20 hours a week doing that. I work in hospitality. I get up at 7 o'clock every morning, 7 days a week, and I work on average till 6 o'clock in the evening. I do take a lunch break here and there, and I am on call throughout the evening, but I do try and get my training done then. Doing the maths quickly, that's about 10 hours a day work. Wow, that changes things, doesn't it? Okay, so at the end of the week, the elite sports person's got 37 hours to train. That gives them also time to meet specialists, to finely tune their body, their equipment, and the nutrition as well. And, well, I've only got 15 hours. In addition, I can't really justify the expense to pay for all these nutritionalists and trainers because I'm self-employed. My money goes to building a business. I'm also renovating my home. I need a new kitchen. So even if I could pay to meet these suppliers and services, they're also based far away and I don't have a car to get there. Well, I'm not a defeatist. I really, really want this dream. And I do believe that if you've got a will, you'll make a way. And the only thing possible left open to me to help this dream become a reality was to turn online what we all have access to. I use a software on my phone called Strava, which uploads all my training to my website, strongkate.com, where I have a trainer, Sparta Training, who I've never met and she's never seen me train, but she gives me advice on how I'm running, if my cycling is good or poor. I also invite to my social online communities advisors, nutritionalists, people who just run for fun or cycle to give me advice and information. And all of this together helps me along my journey with limited resources and obviously limited time. So I'm asking you, please visit strongkate.com and become part of my community. Give me words of wisdom, encouragement or advice on what I'm doing right and wrong and help me achieve this crazy journey, this crazy vision. Thank you.